Hey, buddy. Back live. Did you give me an agenda? Oh, where's my, okay, I got it. I think this is it,
No,
right?
you have your agenda. You're looking for president's agenda, or color copiers. Yeah,
Oh, is this it?
that's it.
Okay. Is this it?
That's it, too.
How do we get 3 pages? Oh, village attorney. Oh, my God.
There you go.
Well, I'll just fiddle around, that's okay. No, no, no. I mean,
I'll help you out.
Kathy always prints it and leaves it, it's just usually here when I walk in the door, so. Well, I can print my own, I just didn't think.
No,
about
we'll
it.
print.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you all to the Winnetka Village Council special meeting for June 29th, 2021. I'd like to call the meeting to order and ask that everybody in the room please either turn off or mute your cell phones or other electronic devices. And this evening, our first night back, I will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Isn't that so much easier without Zoom?
Sure sounds better.
Isn't that, you miss it? All right, item number 3 is quorum. Rob, would you like to check quorum for the upcoming meetings?
Next meeting is July 20th, regular meeting. Are there any conflicts for that one? Okay. And then August 3rd and August 10th with the. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Item number 4 is public comment. This is the time of the evening where members of the public can address the council on any item that is not on the agenda. Is anybody here interested in addressing council on an item that is not on the agenda this evening? Seeing none, I'll go to Kristen. Any emails or messages or the like?
President Rentz, there were no emails or messages submitted in advance of the meeting.
Excellent. Thank you, Kristen. Okay, moving forward, reports. We'll start out with the village attorney report. Peter sent us out a memo on OMA issues related to remote meetings, and due to the public health risks of in-person meetings during the COVID-19 global pandemic, the village and all village commissions and committees have been meeting virtually since April of 2020. The authorization to meet virtually was granted by special pandemic-related amendments to the Open Meetings Act, which are expected to expire shortly. Here to explain the current village policy regarding remote participation, Peter will give us just a rundown on the memo he sent out.
So, thanks. So, the Open Meetings Act allows virtual participation only when there's a quorum physically present. That's the basic rule. That's a pre-pandemic rule, and that rule will apply, as the village president said, when the governor removes the finding that allowed us to have completely virtual meetings over the last year and a half. The other part of the OMA rule is if a quorum is physically present, then members can still participate by other means, electronically, by video or audio, but only under 3 specific circumstances. Family emergencies, employment or business or being on business from the public or personal business, or health reasons. And importantly, the OMA does not authorize any municipality, home rule or not home rule, from being less restrictive than the OMA. We can be more restrictive, which the village was more restrictive prior to the pandemic. The village completely prohibited remote participation up until the time that we passed new rules that pretty much mirrored the traditional Open Meetings Act rules, except we were slightly more restrictive in that we said, even remotely, even if there's a quorum physically present, and even if one of those three exceptions applies, any one member can only do that 4 times during each term. And those are the rules, that 4, and those are the rules that kick in as soon as the governor makes the finding that we can no longer have virtual meetings. We thought the governor was going to do that last Friday. He didn't. But he said in his executive order that he extended it until July, and he specifically said in that he does not anticipate extending it again. So I think we now have at least a definitive answer from the governor about what his intentions are with regard to that.
Gotcha. Does anybody have any questions for Peter on his memo?
Peter, on the 4 allowable virtual attendance by council members, it says somewhere in here, it says in the meetings policy that it's 4 during any 12-month period, but in other places it says for the term.
Whatever it says in the policy, I may have misstated that then.
Okay, I think it said something else elsewhere, but it's the policy says.
Yeah, 12-month period, you're right.
Okay, all right, so that's that. And if the council ever wanted to consider expanding that beyond 4, how would we do that? Would we just discuss it, or?
You discuss it and pass a resolution amending the policy.
Okay.
With council purview to increase that number.
Peter, the actual rules say 4 per term during the term of office. That's what the actual, that was approved in March of 20.
So this,
No, the original policy.
The original.
That's what you're speaking to, right? It was before March of 20.
Or,
I'm reading Rob 3, it says, meeting the public body electronically more than 4 times during any 12-month period. But we'll double check.
Yeah, that'd be helpful, because if you're talking 60 meetings a year, missing 4 for every 2 years, that's tall order. Okay, it's good to know. Just trying to understand.
are you, is that for any village meeting that a plan commission meeting, a landmark preservation meeting, what is that? Is it just council meetings?
Council meetings.
Okay.
So can you attend virtually with the other meetings?
You're not a member of the other bodies.
Okay, so if you're a non-voting member liaison,
Right.
Right.
you can't.
If you're a non-voting liaison, then as long as you don't count for a quorum, I think you can participate up until that limit. Separate, it's 2 separate.
Separate.
limits. 2 separate limits.
Okay.
That's very bizarre.
that's what was on the agenda, I think.
Yeah, but look what's in the packet.
Okay.
Not that it's outlined in the policy, but how would we envision the electronic participation would take place?
So at this point, it would be by telephone. This room needs to be upgraded, and based upon the initial quotes we received, it's well exceeding what we had budgeted.
So it would be by phone?
It would be by phone
Okay.
for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
We'll budget for it, and,
That's fine. I
Bring it
just wasn't sure what it meant.
yeah, we have the ability to patch you in by phone for sure.
Excellent.
So what about the president?
Same.
So I can actually run the meeting remotely from a telephone?
Correct.
It's insane. Okay.
No separate rules for the president.
Okay, any other questions for Peter? All right, we'll move on to trustee reports. We'll start with Penny. Any report?
I did not go to the farmer's market this past Saturday because the weather, I figured nobody was going to be interested in hanging around talking to a village council member. They would want to go home and get dry. But I was there the week before, and Chris, I know you were there as well. And it was just so nice to be able to hang out and talk to people again. It was really great. So the farmer's market in so many ways was such a great win for the village to locate right there. And I hope the numbers continue to go up this summer, because it is sort of quintessential to what we're trying to accomplish through all of our different policies and plannings for our central, for our commercial districts, for places for our community to come together, and it's great for us to be there as council members to be visible, talk to people, answer questions. It's a great opportunity. So anyway, thanks. And if anybody else is interested in doing it, please let me know. We've got a tent, and it's great to sit there. We've got information about the the leaf blower rules, and also information about the monarch butterflies, and encouraging people to seek other ways aside from just spraying their backyards with insecticide and so forth. So we've got a lot of information to get out there, and so if any of you guys want to spend some time at the farmer's market on a Saturday morning, let me know. Okay? Great. Thanks.
Thanks, Penny. John?
Yeah, just last week I attended the Plan Commission meeting, which was the New Trier High School. They did a great presentation, and it was good to see that on Zoom. Maybe the last Zoom meeting. So, thanks.
Not an official report, but, and I know it's been written about in some of the communications from the village, but the streetscape in East Elm is, I guess, more or less completed. And I think it's the classic case of no pain, no gain, because the pain was extreme, but the gain is really nice. And so I hope that we have those that coordinated that directly in here at some point, because it looks very nice, but what a project that was. I mean, that was yeoman's work.
Kim, any reports?
No reports?
Rob?
Nothing official, other than it's good to see the buzz happening, and I was at Fred's garage for the concert, which may become the unofficial concert venue of Winnetka. It was hopping, but it's good to see the buzz of people actually continuing to visit and patronize our restaurants and our shops. Went to my first ribbon cutting as the liaison for the chamber, and it was things are. I hope this level of shop at home is going to continue, and will continue the buzz here. And so it was good to see the village alive. That's it.
All right, village manager, any report?
No report this evening.
Okay, village president, a couple things. Penny, I did attend on Saturday.
Yes, you did.
And I walked home.
This past
Yes,
Saturday?
I walked home in the pouring rain, but it was still good conversation to be had. And, it's always, you guys should all try it, because it is a. Oh. The village attorney knocked it off when he moved his paper over. Anyway, it was good, and you all should spend a Saturday there, because it's just, people will come up to you and ask a million different questions that you probably don't have the answer to, but at least it gives you a chance to engage directly and hear what was on people's minds. Secondly, Rob and I met with Congresswoman Schakowsky last week to discuss our ongoing struggles with the Army Corps and their classification of the stormwater site out at the Forest Preserve. She vowed to help us, and also vowed to take a look at our financial request and see if and when the infrastructure package ever passes, that we're kept in mind for distribution on that as well. But it was a good meeting, and we're working to see if we can book meetings with both Senator Durbin and Senator Duckworth to see if we can, again, just keep the conversation going and get the feds involved as part of the partnership on this project as well. So that's my report. All right, we'll move on to item number 6, approval of the agenda. Does any trustee wish to remove an item on the consent agenda for a separate vote? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the final form of the agenda?
So moved.
All right, we're going to do a voice vote, because we can do that in person, right? Correct. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. We'll move on to item 7, which is the consent agenda. I'll ask the village clerk to read the items on the consent agenda.
Thank you. Approval of the warrant list dated June 11th through the 24th in the amount of $857,408.57, and approval of outdoor dining permit for Hart Studio.
Great. All right, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda by omnibus vote?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Trustee Swerk?
Yes.
Trustee Dearborn?
Yes.
Trustee Apitoff?
Yes.
Trustee Mancini?
Yes.
Trustee Lampier?
That motion carries. Thank you. Item 8 is ordinances and resolution. Ordinance number M12, 2021, amendment to special use permit and variations, New Trier High School, 385 Winnetka. This is up for introduction and adoption, and I was wondering if somebody would like to make a motion to waive introduction.
Second.
Roll call vote?
Trustee Dearborn? Yes. Trustee Apitoff?
Yes.
Trustee Lampier?
Yes.
Trustee Mancini?
Yes.
Trustee Swerk?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, moving forward, do I have a motion to adopt ordinance number M12, 2021?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote?
Trustee Dearborn?
Yes.
Trustee Swerk?
Yes.
Trustee Mancini?
Yes.
Trustee Apitoff?
Yes.
Trustee Lampier?
Yes.
That motion carries. And thank you to our partners at New Trier High School. Appreciate everything you've done, and just good luck in the coming months. It's construction, you know. So,
Congrats. Good luck.
all right, and as I'm shuffling through here. Item number 9, old business, none. Item number 10, new business, none. 11, appointments, none this evening, but I do have some coming up. 12, closed session, none. And item 13, adjournment. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Voice vote, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We stand adjourned. Thank you. Happy summer, everybody.
Hey, you know, I have to say, having been on